Oh, shoot. Man, I keep doing that. All right, I am here. It is Vashawn Jones, visionary of Fedora Outlier LLC. We had a few things to happen this week. Well, a few questions that came in. Some of them I've already answered. Some of them I'm going to just answer again, and we're going to take it from there. So, listen, branding. What is branding? Listen, listen, listen. Doesn't matter how many thousands of followers you have. It matters, are they buying what you're selling? You're not selling anything. You're not saying anything of relevance. You don't have a brand. You don't have a logo. Your logo doesn't have matching colors. Your Facebook, your Twitter, your social media is not matching up. Your colors don't look right. You just got the stock page that YouTube gives you. You don't have a brand. And needless to say, you need a brand. You need to brand yourself. You need to brand your business. How do you think Apple is Apple? Watch this. I think I'm about to sneeze. Okay, I didn't sneeze, but I promise you it's coming. It feels like it. But yeah, you don't have a brand. A brand is a entity that is uniform across all platforms. Their letterhead, their business cards, their logo, everything brands them. If you're not selling anything, you don't have anything to say. It doesn't matter how many thousands of followers you have. If you can't sell anything and you're not saying anything, you do not have a brand. Next question. What do I need for a podcast? I promise you I've answered this so many times. How many times do we got to do it? Why am I clapping? I'm clapping because number one, I'm cold. Number two, I'm trying to stay on beat. Number three, I would just be standing here looking at the microphone and the computer. So accept the claps, please. All right, so here's what we got. What you need for a podcast? You need a microphone. That microphone needs to fit your voice. You need to try more than one microphone. Just don't get any microphone. You might want to look at a dynamic if your room is noisy and loud, air conditioner included. You might want to look at a condenser if your room is pretty quiet. You got some sound treatment on the wall and you want to get some sheen out your voice. Outside of that, from the microphone, you need to have a cord. It's called the XLR cord. It plugs into the microphone, then it plugs into the next thing that you need, which is a interface. I would start with the Focusrite Clarion 2. Two preamps. You can hook up two microphones. You might want to guess. Don't get the solo because it's only one. And then you say, well, what happens when I want to have a guest? And then you're going to need two preamps, which is two microphones, two cables, one interface, right? So you got a microphone, you got a cable, you got an interface. Out of that interface, you need to decide whether you want it to be USB or Thunderbolt. If your computer does not have Thunderbolt, don't get Thunderbolt. Get the USB version, okay? Now, that gives you great audio. Simple. Probably costs you around $400-$500, right? Contact my boy at Sweetwater. Reach out to me. I'll connect you. We can put you on a payment plan, get you in the game. Simple as that. You plug that into your computer. You record your show. You're going to need an intro, an outro, some segues, commercials. Think about the production of your show. Decide what you need. You're going to need to have that connected to iTunes and any other podcatcher out there, which is the way your podcasts are served through what's called the RSS feed. You don't have an RSS feed, you need to get one. They're free. They're not easy to set up. You need someone to help you or you're going to be pulling your hair out. Look at me. I don't have any hair. I pulled it all out trying to set up a RSS feed. Once I figured it out years and years ago, now it's easy, but trust me, you do not want to go through that pain. And then you put out your podcast, okay? That's how you do a podcast. You do it well, you have interesting content. I can't teach you what content. We got people from doing everything from watching cats to changing the world. I don't know what you want your thinking podcast to be, but I know I can help you be it. All right, I'm just acting goofy now. What was the other one? Oh, keynoting. All right, so you got Keynote the app. Keynote the app on your Mac is an application that allows you to create Keynote slides. Keynote slides are the icing. The icing, not the action, the icing on the cake. They're not the presentation. How do you present? You put on a nice skirt. You put on a nice suit. You do your hair. You cut your hair. you study your presentation, you articulate your points well, you talk well, and you use the presentation with nice, pretty pictures and a single point per slide. Bullets kill. Don't put bullets on your slides. If you do, you're trash, okay? Nobody wants to be reading a bunch of bullet points because you didn't take the time to learn the material and to be able to put it out there, okay? So dress good, look good, smell good, have some gum. Use Keynote sparingly, only to hammer home a point, right? Only use it to hammer home a point. Know your presentation. Know what you want to say. Because guess what? If that slide goes down, you can still present because you know your material. If you don't know your material and you're depending on the slide and you're just reading from the slide, you ain't even facing the audience. You just looking at the computer like everybody else. You trash. Somebody calling me. Hold on. Let me see. I'm sorry. It wasn't even supposed to happen. And it's a scam. Likely. Y'all get those calls? Scam likely. All right. So the last thing, somebody asked me about sheets inside of Numbers. What is Numbers? Shut up. What is Numbers? Numbers is part of the iWork suite with Keynote, Numbers, and Pages. Numbers is the spreadsheet application. How do I navigate sheets in Numbers? Sheets in Numbers. Sounds kind of weird, kind of freaky. Sheets and numbers, multiple numbers of sheets. Yeah. So listen, I got Numbers open.
Table 1, 10 rows, 5 columns, table.
All right, that's the table.
Out of sheet, toolbar.
Go to the toolbar, then we're going to move to the right.
New sheet, button.
New sheet. I'm going to add a new sheet right now.
Sheet navigator, tab group.
You hear that? Sheet navigator, tab group. You got 3 pieces of information. You got sheet navigator. Just let you know this is where you go for navigating sheets. Tab, that means there's tabs as the element that's inside of this group. How do you get inside the group? Got to interact with the group. I'm going to interact. Watch this.
In sheet navigator, tab group. Sheet 1, tab 1 of 2.
Yeah, sheet 1. Ha. That's how you navigate through sheets. Watch this. I'm going to move to sheet 2.
Sheet 2, selected, tab 2 of 2.
Sheet 2 is
Press this button to show
selected.
the contents of the corresponding sheet on the canvas. Bring up the context menu for...
Shut up. All right, and so there it goes. That's how you navigate. Now you want to add another sheet. Watch this. Bonk.
Sheet 2, selected. Tab,
There's nothing there. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Watch this. Bonk, bonk.
Out of sheet, new sheet, toolbar. New sheet, button.
I'm going to go to new sheet.
Press new sheet, button.
Bam.
Sheet navigator, tab group.
Sheet navigator, tab group. 3 pieces of information. You got to use your screen reader to...
In sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, selected. Tab.
Now I got sheet 3. It's selected. I want to select sheet 2.
Sheet 2, tab 2 of 3.
No, I want to select sheet 1.
Sheet 1, tab 1 of 3. Press sheet 1, selected, tab 1 of 3.
Now sheet 1 is selected. So that's how I add a new sheet, how I select the sheet that I want, and then I interact with the particular sheet that I'm looking at. Well, what is a sheet? A sheet is multiple pages inside of a notebook. Each page is a sheet. The book is the book, right? That's how you look at it. Yeah. Blind person looking at stuff. Listen, so that's been frequently asked questions. Sorry, I've just been on one. I'm actually recording this on Thursday, so if you're receiving this Friday, I want you to follow us on Instagram. Instagram.com/Fedora Outlier LLC, all one word. Fedora Outlier LLC, all one word. And register with your follow to win the $100 on the last weekend of September. We gonna show you how to get your Instagram lit, as the young people say, popping, as the older young people say, and polished, as a 42 young man, older young men would say. All right, so listen, let's change the world. Let's change the world together. Hope that helps someone, and we'll make it happen. I'm gonna finish it. Bye.